Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke on the phone with US President Joe Biden. Meanwhile, they exchanged detailed views on various regional and global issues, including the situation in Ukraine.
Modi also claimed to have spoken to President Biden about the current situation in Bangladesh during the phone conversation. However, the White House statement on the call between Biden and Modi did not mention the Bangladesh issue. In other words, it was reported that President Biden had discussed Ukraine and other issues with Modi, but it was not mentioned whether the two leaders spoke about the Bangladesh issue or not. On Monday, August 26 night, Narendra Modi posted on social media platform X on his account about the conversation with President Joe. There he said that he had a phone conversation with US President Joe Biden today. Regional and global issues including the situation in Ukraine were discussed in detail during the phone conversation. I reiterated India's full support for the speedy return of peace and stability. In that post on X, he also wrote, "We also discussed the situation in Bangladesh and emphasized the need to restore normalcy in the country as soon as possible." Besides, there was a discussion about ensuring the security of Bangladesh's minorities, especially the Hindus. On the other hand, a press release was issued by the White House after President Biden's phone conversation with Modi. However, it did not mention whether there was any discussion on the Bangladesh issue in this phone conversation between Biden and Modi. The statement of the White House does not mention that there was any talk between them about Bangladesh. However, Indian Prime Minister Modi has claimed this issue in a tweet, and many Bangladeshi media, including Indian media, have made headlines mentioning the Bangladesh issue. President Joe Biden spoke with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi today, according to a White House press release. Along with Modi's recent visit to Poland and Ukraine, the UN General Assembly meeting in September was discussed. President Biden praised Modi for his historic visit to Poland and Ukraine and his message of peace and ongoing humanitarian assistance for Ukraine, including the energy sector. It also said the leaders pledged their continued support for the peaceful resolution of conflicts in accordance with international law based on the UN Charter. Both leaders also emphasized their continued commitment to work together through regional groups such as the Quad to contribute to peace and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific region.